Have you ever found an old coin in your drawer and thought, could this be worth something? What if I told you that a seemingly ordinary polished zk.v coin from 1986, the kind you might overlook, could be a hidden gem in your collection? Today, we uncover the incredible history, design, and collector demand behind this coin from the People's Republic of Poland. With some examples valued at hundreds and even thousands of dollars in the collector's market, stick with us, because what you're about to learn may just change the way you look at your spare change forever. Let's begin with the basics. The coin in focus today is the 1986 zk from Polska Rzeczpospolita Ludowa, or the People's Republic of Poland. This coin was minted in the late Cold War era, during a time of political tension, national transformation, and economic hardship. The denomination, -2 was a common part of Polish currency circulation during the socialist era. But what makes the 1986 version particularly notable isn't just its denomination, it's the symbolism etched into its metal, the time period it represents, and how the global market for rare coins has lifted its value over time. Physical details. Country, Poland. Year, 1986. Metal composition, aluminium-bronze. Weight, approximately 6.2 grams. Diameter, around 26.5 millimeters. Edge, plain obverse inscription, Polska Rzeczpospolita Ludowa 1986, encircling the crowned eagle, the national emblem of Poland at that time. Reverse, the denomination to zk.v sits boldly with a wreath design that reflects the working class values promoted under socialism. Despite being a circulated coin, its sheer historical gravity has drawn interest from collectors far beyond Poland. To appreciate the coin's significance, we must step back in time. 1986 was deep within the era of Communist Poland, a satellite state of the Soviet Union. The term Polska Rzeczpospolita Ludowa literally means People's Republic of Poland, the official name from 1952 to 1989. This was a period marked by strict government control, economic instability, food shortages, and growing political dissent. In the mid-1980s, Poland was under the rule of General Wojciech Jaruzelski. Although martial law had officially ended in 1983, civil unrest still simmered beneath the surface. The Solidarity movement, led by Lech Wałęsa, was gaining influence and would eventually contribute to the fall of communism in Poland, just 3 years after this coin was minted. So, when you hold this coin in your hand, you're not just holding currency, you're holding a witness to history. It's a remnant of a country on the brink of revolution, on the verge of reclaiming its democracy and sovereignty. While millions of these coins were minted, not all were preserved in good condition. Most ended up heavily circulated, lost, or damaged, and that's where collector value comes in. Today, circulated 1986 to zk.v coins in average condition may fetch just a couple of dollars on international marketplaces. However, coins in exceptional circulated condition, those with minimal scratches, clear detail, and strong color, are rising in value. But what if we told you that some mint condition or rare variant errors have been known to sell for hundreds, or even thousands of dollars? That's right, in numismatic circles, unusual features like die cracks, off-center strikes, or misaligned designs can drastically increase a coin's worth. While such varieties are rare, even circulated coins with unusual wear patterns or limited issue markers are being snapped up by passionate collectors worldwide. So, what makes the 1986 to zk.v stand out among other coins from the same period? 1. Historic symbolism. The crowned eagle on the obverse was a contentious symbol. During communist rule, Poland typically depicted the eagle without a crown, a nod to rejecting monarchy. However, this coin retained a version of the crowned eagle, a subtle tribute to the nation's pre-communist identity. This adds emotional and cultural value. 2. Cold War memorabilia. Coins from Soviet-aligned countries are a growing niche among collectors interested in Cold War relics. As time distances us from the 1980s, nostalgia and historical curiosity drive prices higher. 3. Transition era. Appeal. 1986 lies just before Poland's political shift. Coins from this transitional moment are considered bookmarks in time, making them especially attractive. 4. Global demand. International collectors, especially from the United States, Canada, Germany, and even Japan, are increasingly turning to polished coins due to their relative affordability and deep historical context. That growing demand is driving up prices. Let's talk real numbers. While most circulated examples sell for $2 to $15 USD, particularly clean examples, those just below uncirculated, can command $50 to $150 from collectors seeking to complete a Cold War or Polish history set. Asterisk, but here's the twist. An extremely rare mint error, 1986 2x vote with a clipped planchette or doubled die has been listed for as high as $2,000 to $5,000 in auction circles. Though these prices are exceptional, they show the hidden potential of even a circulated coin if it carries the right flaws or is part of a rare batch. Asterisk. So the next time you come across an old 1986 polished to Z-vote with Polska Rzeczpospolita Ludowa inscribed on it, don't toss it aside. Whether you're a beginner or a seasoned collector, this coin offers a window into Poland's powerful past and a surprisingly promising future in numismatics. Asterisk, could it be worth a fortune? Maybe not every coin, but if you look closely, you just might have a rare one in your hands. That's the thrill of coin collecting, uncovering forgotten stories in the palm of your hand and sometimes turning a simple coin into a priceless artifact of history. Asterisk, the 1986 Polish to X-vote coin from the era of the Polska Rzeczpospolita Ludowa, the People's Republic of Poland. A simple, everyday coin, yet it carries decades of history, identity, and change in its metal core. Asterisk, whether you're a history lover, coin collector, or simply fascinated by stories etched in silver and brass, this journey into the 1986 to Z-vote will open your eyes to the powerful legacy a circulated coin can carry. So, stay with us as we unravel the tale of Poland in the 1980s, all through the lens of this one coin. Asterisk, to understand the value of the 1986 to Z-vote coin, we must first step back and explore the time in which it was minted. The year was 1986. Poland was still under the rule of the communist regime known as the Polska Rzeczpospolita Ludowa, or the People's Republic of Poland. Asterisk, this was a time marked by intense social unrest. The Polish people had grown weary of economic hardships, food shortages, and the suppression of freedoms. Though the government maintained a tight grip on the country, winds of change had begun to blow, partly due to the growing influence of the Solidarity movement, which had been founded in 1980 and represented the first major independent labor union in the Soviet bloc. Asterisk, by 1986, the communist regime had momentarily regained control after the imposition and later lifting of martial law in the early 1980s. The government under General Wojciech Jaruzelski was still trying to portray stability, and coins such as the 2Z became symbols of that attempt. They were tools of propaganda as much as they were economic instruments. Asterisk, let's now look closely at the 1986 2x-vote coin. Asterisk. This coin was made from aluminum-bronze, giving it a light weight and a golden hue. It has a diameter of 29.5 millimeters, a thickness of 1.9 millimeters, and weighs 6.2 grams. The composition made it durable for circulation, which is why many of these coins are still found in collections today, albeit in circulated condition. Asterisk, on the obverse, or the front side of the coin, we see the emblem of the People's Republic of Poland, a crowned eagle with outstretched wings. The eagle is surrounded by the inscription Polska Rzeczpospolita Ludowa, which translates to People's Republic of Poland. At the bottom of the coin is the year of mintage 1986. Asterisk, on the reverse, we find the denomination boldly displayed. The numeral 2, accompanied by the word ZVO, a stylized wheat motif, runs along the edges, an artistic nod to agriculture, which was a central theme of Communist Poland's identity and economic policy. Asterisk, this design was not intended to impress the eye, but rather to emphasize uniformity, strength, and the authority of the state. But every detail on the 2 ZVO coin holds deeper meaning. Take the eagle, for example. In Polish history, the white eagle has long been a symbol of the nation. However, under the communist regime, it was stripped of its traditional crown, symbolizing the rejection of monarchy and religion, and representing instead the rule of the proletariat. Asterisk, the wheat sheaves on the reverse reflect communist ideals of agricultural self-sufficiency and peasant solidarity. In propaganda, the wheat was more than food. It was a symbol of the state feeding its people and nurturing the economy from the soil upward. Asterisk, and the material itself, aluminum. A story, it was chosen not for luxury, but for practicality. During the economic crises of the 1980s, Poland needed coins that were cheap to produce, but sturdy enough to remain in circulation for years. Asterisk, in 1986, 2 ZOX could buy a few essential items, like bread, a tram ride, or a packet of tea. It was a mid-range denomination, and as such, circulated widely across cities and rural areas alike. Asterisk, the average citizen handled these coins daily, whether at a bakery in Krakow, a bus stop in Warsaw, or a market stall in Gdańsk. The 2X was part of ordinary life because of its widespread use. Finding one in uncirculated or pristine condition today is quite rare. Most surviving examples show signs of heavy wear, scratches, smoothed edges, and fading designs. Asterisk, yet, even in this worn state, the coin holds immense historical value. Just 3 years after this coin was minted, everything began to change. In 1989, Poland's communist regime collapsed following negotiations between the government and the opposition. The result was the historic roundtable talks, free elections, and the rise of the Third Polish Republic. The crowned eagle returned to Polish coinage, and the country reintroduced its emphasis on democracy, national pride, and economic liberalization. Thus, the 1986 X vote coin became a symbol of the last years of communism, a silent witness to a dying regime. It serves as a bridge between old and new Poland, and its place in collections worldwide is a reminder of that turning point in Eastern European history. Now, let's talk value. Because this coin was produced in large quantities and circulated widely, it is not considered rare in circulated condition. However, its historical importance, combined with the dwindling number of preserved examples, makes it highly collectible. Among historians and Eastern European coin collectors, as of today, a circulated 1986 SVOT coin typically sells for $1 to $5 USD, depending on condition. But if the coin has minor mint errors, unusual toning, or better preservation, it can fetch $10 to $20 USD. That might not seem like a fortune, but here's the twist. Complete PR Illyra coin sets, with the 1986 2x vote and near mint condition included, have been sold for hundreds of dollars at European auctions. More importantly, for historians and collectors, the true value is in the story this coin tells. And if you're lucky enough to find one with minting errors like off, center strikes, or double dies, it could command significantly higher prices, sometimes up to $50 or more, especially when graded by numismatic authorities. If you're searching for a 1986 2x vote in circulated condition, here are a few tips. Look for clean edges and as much detail as possible on the eagle and wheat. Check for alignment issues or planchette defects, which might make it more valuable. Store your coin in a dry, airtight holder to prevent further oxidation or wear. Avoid cleaning the coin, as doing so can lower its numismatic value. Coin dealers in Europe or online numismatic forums are excellent places to search for this piece. eBay, MA shops, and Del Campi often list it, especially in Eastern European listings. The 1986 Polish Złoty coin is far more than a metal disc with numbers on it. It represents the closing chapter of a political system, the everyday life of millions, and the resilience of a nation on the edge of change. It may not be worth millions in dollars, but it's priceless in historical insight. For those who understand what it stood for, it is a coin that speaks volumes about pride, hardship, struggle, and ultimately, transformation. So the next time you see a small, scratched coin from 1986 Poland, don't toss it aside. Remember that it's a witness to a crumbling regime and the quiet footsteps of a revolution. If you enjoyed this journey into Poland's communist-era coinage, make sure to hit the like button and subscribe to our channel. We explore rare, valuable, and historic coins from around the world and the stories they carry. Let us know in the comments. Do you own a 1986 vote coin, or perhaps another treasure from the PRL era? We'd love to hear your story. Thank you. You've mentioned coin, 2z vote z year, 1986 country, Polska Rzeczpospolita Ludowa People's Republic of Poland condition, circulated theme, with errors length, 12,000 words tone, clean, captivating, and without emojis. I'll now begin writing a long-form YouTube video script in professional documentary style, starting with a powerful hook to keep viewers engaged until the end. The script will be tailored for narration, pacing, and visuals, ideal for a YouTube audience interested in rare and valuable coins. Title, 1986 X vote Poland coin eras worth thousands. Discover the rare Polish coin from the People's Republic era. Condition, circulated length, approx 12,000 words. Have you ever held a coin so rare, so mysterious, that even a single error on its surface could turn a piece of pocket change into a treasure worth thousands of dollars? Imagine a polished złoty coin from 1986, an everyday coin at the time, suddenly becoming one of the most hunted collectibles in the numismatic world. A coin minted during the final decade of the People's Republic of Poland, a time when history was changing, and mistakes were becoming gold. What if we told you that a single mint error on this coin, a small imperfection, invisible to the casual eye, could mean the difference between its face value and a staggering price tag of several $1,000s? In today's video, we're going deep into the forgotten corridors of Eastern European coinage to uncover the secrets behind the 1986 Polish Złoty coin, minted under the banner of Polska Rzeczpospolita Ludowa, and how errors in this circulated coin are fetching astonishing figures, sometimes reaching into the tens of thousands of dollars. So stay tuned, because you're about to witness history, economics, and mystery all melt into one legendary coin. Welcome back to the channel, where coins are not just change, they're living history. Today, we explore the 2 zk coin, minted in 1986, a coin that holds within its worn metal the story of a fading regime, a shifting economy, and minting errors that no one saw coming. The People's Republic of Poland, or Polska Rzeczpospolita Ludowa, was a time of state control, communist rule, and suppressed markets. But behind the Iron Curtain, the country's mint was still operating, producing coins meant to fuel a socialist economy. And occasionally, just occasionally, it produced mistakes. And these mistakes have now become the most sought coins in Poland's numismatic history. This is the story of a circulated coin with extraordinary value. Let's go back to the year 1986. Poland was still under communist rule. The Solidarity movement had been crushed for the moment. The economy was failing. Shortages were rampant, and the average citizen was more concerned with putting food on the table than with the coins in their pocket. That year, the Mint of Poland, located in Warsaw, continued its routine work. Among the coins minted that year was the 2 zk coin, made primarily of aluminum-bronze, bearing the national emblem, a crowned eagle, wings outstretched, accompanied by the words Polska Rzeczpospolita Ludowa and the date, 1986. These coins were never meant to be valuable. They were designed for the marketplace, for the breadline, for everyday use. But that's what makes them even more remarkable today. Because when history moved on, when communism fell, just 3 years later, in 1989, these coins became relics of a past many wanted to forget. But collectors, they never forget. The 1986 zk coin has a distinct look. On the obverse side, you'll see the crowned white eagle, Poland's enduring symbol of sovereignty, surrounded by the circular inscription, Polska Rzeczpospolita Ludowa, 1986. On the reverse side, the simple and functional denomination, 2Z, flanked by 2 laurel leaves on either side. No pomp, no nationalistic slogans, just basic design. Communist minimalism at its best. But what sets certain examples of this coin apart are the errors. And these errors are not only rare, they're priceless. Now let's get to the heart of this video, the errors that can turn this coin into a small fortune. Here are the most notorious error types reported by collectors. 1. Off-center strike in some 1986 examples. The entire image, both obverse and reverse, is off-center. These errors can range from minor shifts to extreme displacements where part of the coin design is missing altogether. A high-grade off-center strike with 20% or more misalignment can sell for $500 to $2,000, depending on visibility and condition. 2. Double strike and a double strike error. The coin is struck twice by the die, creating a ghost-like, doubled image. These errors are dramatic, and especially in Polish coins, they're exceptionally rare. Some examples have sold for over $3,000, especially if both strikes are visible and strong. 3. Die clash errors. Die clash occurs when the coin dies strike each other without a planchette in between, leaving impressions of one side on the opposite die. When coins are later struck, these ghostly images appear faintly on the wrong side. These are harder to detect, but if discovered, they can bring in $1,000 or more in auction settings. For planchette flaws. Some 1986 zk coins show irregularities in the metal itself, including cracks, laminations, or splits. These flaws are sometimes overlooked but can bring serious value, especially if they affect the legibility or shape of the